state of Kansas, and eventually in America. That's my goal. So, just jumping right in, a little history about the amphitheater. So Central Park opened in 2000, and the idea for the amphitheater really came about 20 years ago with our comprehensive park plan. We wanted to bring culture into Andover. We wanted to bring people into Central Park and make Central Park really the center of Andover. And so since over the past years, this project, the amphitheater, has really been spearheaded by our mayor. He has been a big promoter of culture, of bringing the amphitheater. You know, we have a lot of entertainment in Wichita and the surrounding areas, but we never really had anything in Andover. And so he's really been a proponent of bringing all these people, everyone into Andover for this amphitheater. About 10 years ago, the Convention and Visitors Bureau really took on this project with the mayor. They funded feasibility studies. They've done a ton of feasibility studies over the past 10 years to see, you know, is this possible? Can we bring in an amphitheater? And, you know, will people come? And basically what the study said was, maybe you should try it. You'll probably lose money. I don't know, sure. So there wasn't any really conclusive evidence that said, yes, this is going to be really, really successful. And so the CVB sort of said, well, let's do it. Let's see if we build it, will they come? And so in 2013, they decided to do a test concert in the park with Richard Marks. I think he might not be up there. That one might not be up here. But so they said, if we build it, will they come? And so Richard Marks brought in about 8,000 people, I think, from what I know. And they said, it's been pretty successful. All right, let's keep doing it. So the next year they did another free concert. More people came next year. And so then in 2015, the CVB said, all right, this is working, but let's try something else now and see if people will pay to come. And more people came. And so every year since 2013, it's grown. Last year we had about 15,000 people for Clint Beck and John Michael Montgomery. And so it was last year that they said, all right, we're building this amphitheater. It's happening. And so the city took in bids and chose LK Architecture to design our amphitheater. And then we're working with Key Construction to build it as well. So the groundbreaking took place June 17th, middle of our concert in the park. And it was great. They said it was going to take about a year to build. Congrats, it's taken less than a year to build. Estimated completion time is going to be end of this month, we'll say. I'm sure you saw it when you came in. Structure's up, mostly done. Just putting on some finishing touches. And so it holds about 10,000 people. There's no seats, but we've never had seats in the park, and it's a park, so bring in your own chair. But we're going to bring in 10,000 people in each concert, potentially. That's our goal. And so this year we're going to do 4 concerts. I can't officially announce the dates or the people yet, but stay tuned in March for that. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media pages for that announcement. And be in the know. And so we're anticipating that 30,000 people are going to show up in the park this year, which is great and a great segue into telling you why we need your money. So the amphitheater cost $1.5 million to build. That's just to build. That doesn't include any of the programming costs. This funding came from primary 4 sources: power rental from cell phone companies, fireworks tent rental fees, liquor tax, and hotel bed tax. But once we get all that built, we still have to find a way to program this. Now we are subsidized by the CVB this year, which I greatly appreciate. But going forward, even the subsidy doesn't cover all the expenses. Ticket sales are only going to cover about 40% of what our total expenses are going to be. And so that's why we need your money. But let me tell you what you get if you become a sponsor with the amphitheater. You get your business name and exposure in front of 30,000 people this summer. 30,000 people is a lot. And a lot of people are going to come to the park throughout the summer, or throughout the year too. It's not like we close the park off and say, you can't come to the amphitheater. So your name's going to be out there, you're going to get exposure, you're going to be recognized as being a part of a community endeavor that is going to bring a ton of culture into this community, more so than we already have. And that's something I think that's worthwhile. We have specific packages. I'm not going to get into all that detail because they're very specific and nobody wants to be here for 25 minutes listening to me talk about what you need, your money and what specifically you get. But I have packed it up here, and we'd love to partner with you. And so, on top of the concerts that we're bringing in the summer, we're also planning on partnering with community organizations, bringing in community theater, working with the schools, choir, dance, drama, music. We really want this to be a community amphitheater. I said we're going to be the best in the country, and we will be one day, and we're going to bring in some top talent for our concerts. But I want this amphitheater to be known as, this is where we go for our culture. This is where our kids, our families, our community comes together to celebrate our community and to celebrate the arts that we can bring. And so, whether you're coming to enjoy it or whether you want to be involved, we also have volunteer opportunities because, let's be real, I'm an event director of one, handling the amphitheater with a great support staff, but we also run a city. So we can't drop everything for the city to put on an event. We still got to have our fire and police and dispatch and everybody running a city. We can't just say, city's off today, we're going to have an event. So because of that, we need your help volunteer-wise too. And so I have some stuff up here about being a volunteer for the summer concerts as well. I'd love for you to pick it up and have a conversation with me. And if you have any other questions, I'm here to answer them. I have my card up here. You can give me a call whenever. And you can check out all the cool pictures from the past and designs